Hey everybody, my name is Emily. I'm from the Wellington County Museum and Archives, and welcome to our brand new video series called The Train Event. This video series is going to take a look at all of the fascinating history behind the railway industry in Wellington County going back 150 years. So come with us and let's get started. Here we are on the Trestle Bridge Trail in Aboyne, and today it's a lovely trail that lots of people like to ride their bikes on and go walking and jogging on. But if you were here 150 years ago, this was actually a section of the railway. It was part of the Wellington, Grey and Bruce railway line that went into Fergus. And in 1870, the railway came into Wellington County. So you would think it's a pretty exciting times. Well, that sort of depended on who you asked. While the railway brought a lot of growth opportunities for Wellington County, and especially in Fergus and Elora, it also threatened some of the local business owners, as now you could ship goods from place to place very easily, which meant that for our local business owners, they would have to compete with other competitors for their customers. And the business owners, especially in Elora, were not too keen on this. And so at the time when the railway came into Elora in July of 1870, those business owners were not happy about it. There was a lot of anti-railway sentiment that occurred at that time. And so there was no celebration whatsoever that took place in Elora when the railway was completed. Fergus, on the other hand, was a bit of a different story. On the other hand, the town of Fergus was ecstatic about the railway, and on September 13th of 1870, an Adam Brown engine pulled into the Fergus station for the very first time. It was a public holiday in the town, so nobody was at work, everybody had the day off, and kids didn't have to go to school, so everybody got to go down to the station and crowded the platform to watch this engine pull into the station for the first time. There were a number of different dignitaries and politicians and railway executives that arrived on that Adam Brown engine into Fergus in 1870 to celebrate the arrival of the railway into this part of the county. At that time, there were a huge crowd of people that had gathered on the platform, and they were there to listen to toasts and speeches that were given by these really official executives and business people that were there to visit. After the speeches and toasts, there was a dinner and a dance that lasted into the wee hours of the morning. Now, there was unfortunately a disgraceful scene that happened at this party. An inebriated gentleman by the name of Mr. Reekie had showed up, and he started a huge brawl with a whole bunch of different people at the party. Nevertheless, he was promptly kicked out and the party continued. They weren't going to let one man ruin their good time. Now, after they had had the party, they thought, well, what else can we do to celebrate the railway? And the answer for that was they were going to host a lacrosse tournament here in Fergus to celebrate the arrival of the railway. And they invited the team from Elmira to come. They played a couple of games on a field by the Knettles farm, which is located in Fergus today. Now, we're not too sure why Elmira was the team that visited to play this tournament. Maybe they were a really good team and the Fergus team wanted to really show off their skills. Or maybe, quite simply, they could have been the team that was available for the day. We're not too sure, but in any case, Fergus was victorious. They won 3-1 against the Elmira team, which really helped to bolster the attitudes and the emotions of the day. Now, of course, some people were really excited about the railway coming into the county, just like the people in Fergus. Others, like those poor folks in Elora, were not so thrilled about it. And the railway itself had its own series of successes and challenges throughout the late 19th century. We're going to explore more about some of these fascinating stories of our railway history here in Wellington County in some upcoming episodes, so keep an eye out for those. And make sure to come by the Wellington County Museum to check out our exhibit all about railway history in Wellington County called All Aboard.